Introducing the LG 740 platform chair. Features a foldable seat and comes complete with a ring buoy holder, a back step, and rescue tube holder.
I play Lisa in 47 Meters Down, and she's sort of the more rational sister. They've taken this vacation to Mexico for Lisa to sort of get over a split. She's just split from her fiance. Her sister doesn't know it yet, but I think it's to sort of get out of her comfort zone and get out of, you know, that headspace. With this, it's like I couldn't put it down. My heart was in my throat the entire time I was reading it. And I thought, wow, this is an interesting premise. And if it's done right, it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. And it will really, it could make a big splash, no pun intended. I love Claire so much. We met in LA initially and went diving together right off the bat. So that was a pretty incredible way to bond with somebody. And this movie is really just our relationship. It's based on our rapport with one another. We're supposed to play sisters, and obviously when you're in this kind of situation, you know, we're trapped at the bottom of the ocean together. Like, it would be terrible to be doing a movie like this with somebody that you didn't like, because whether you like it or not, you're next to them, you know, hours every day for 2 months. What I love about Claire is she's so game for anything. She's tough, she's a bad. We're actually quite like our characters in that sense. Like, I definitely feel like the older sister who's a little bit more rational, maybe a little bit more thoughtful, I think things through, and she's just like, she's ready to take charge. Filming underwater is inherently not claustrophobic. You feel like you have all of this space. You sort of, it's weird. You kind of maybe feel like you're in space because, you know, you're floating around, and that kind of changes everything. I'm glad that it looks claustrophobic in there. It doesn't feel that way, actually. It's very relaxing. You almost sort of meditate when you're underwater. I mean, normally when you're working on a film or a television show or something, obviously there's so much downtime in between while they're setting up or changing lights or moving stuff around. And so you can get on your phone, you can chat with the other actors or with the crew, but Claire and I, are the only people that can speak underwater because of the specific masks that we're wearing. The crew all have regular snorkels and regulators, so they can't talk at all. So it's really just Claire and I left to sort of chat with each other. I think audiences can expect from this film to be hopefully on the edge of their seat, their heart in their throat, the same way that I felt when I was reading it initially. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that they're just sitting there holding their breath and waiting to see what's going to happen with these girls and how they figure themselves out of this situation. I think what I've learned about diving, the minimal amount of information that I know at this point, is there's so much preparation, there's so much protocol that you go through and you learn about in order to never find yourself in a situation like these characters find themselves in the movie. There's so many ropes and obstacles and stuff to jump through to avoid anything like this ever happening. The good thing, especially about my character, is I'm never supposed to have had any sort of diving experience, so I shouldn't really know what a BCD is. I shouldn't know how it works necessarily. I should know, how to read the depth gauge and how much air I have left and what any of that sort of means. So I felt like at least the pressure was alleviated for me a little bit in that sense. everybody is so professional and proficient and great at their jobs. And if it weren't for them, this would not be impossible at all, but also it gives Claire and I both such a sense of calm and peace. They know what they're doing. They've done this a million times before. We know we're in the best hands possible. And it allows us to kind of do our job because we know they have their job handled.
And I desperately wanted to do a shark cage diving, so they bought me this course. So I actually learned to dive.